let me show you how I got here. This was a crazy, crazy event, right? So I go to GameStop to get the midnight launch. And of course, it's not going to be as easy as we thought. There were two problems. Number one, I don't have a car, which is going to come into the story later. And number two is that I work a lot, like a freaking dog. So I needed to fix both of those issues. And to do that, we utilized my roommate. She's a beast, and she drove me originally to pre-order this game because, of course, you have to pre-order it before you pick it up at the midnight launch. You have to do 3 things, though. You have to pre-order it, you have to go to the midnight launch, and there's like a little weird thing in between where you have to get a number. But I went right at 3, we got the number, but that was a whole hellhole and a whole $90 Uber that I will never get back, but it's fine. But here we are. We're in the car, we're ready to go. I just got off of work, so I changed real quick in the car like a beast, but it's not going to be that easy because there's a cop right behind us. So we get pulled over, and we're freaking out. We're like, was she speeding? Was it because I didn't have a seatbelt on for 2 seconds? I was just changing. Or, like, what is going on? So he pulls up. He asked to roll down my window. So I was like, Jesus, it's my fault. Luckily, it wasn't. Her lights weren't on. That was a whole stressful situation. We eventually get to GameStop, and there's a line wrapping around the corner. And I was like, holy this is crazy. We should have been here hours ago. Luckily, the number that you get when you first go in that same day is the number where you are in line. So I was really far up in the line. I was freaking out. The coolest thing, though, there was a Nintendo representative. So that's how I get this baddie, right? This thing over here. And they gave us some stickers and some other really cool stuff. And when we're in line there, you got to kill some time. So is there a better way to do that than ask people around you their hype level? So I asked 2 questions. Best Zelda game, and what's their hype level for Tears of the Kingdom? And this is what I got. And what's your favorite Zelda game and why?
I've only played 2 of them, but I gotta say Breath of the Wild.
Probably Breath of the Wild.
Four Swords.
Definitely one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay.
Exploring Hyrule in my first playthrough, mind-blowing.
It's a banger. Yeah.
But I'd say by the 3rd playthrough, you've done and seen it all. But
Sure.
even then, after seeing Hateno Village for the 7th time, it still blows my mind every time.
Or Terrytown.
Another good one.
Yeah. Is it Four Swords Adventure?
It is not Four Swords Adventure, but that is a good choice. I respect it. My favorite's probably Breath of the Wild, but I want to talk about my second favorite, which is A Link Between Worlds.
Oh, that's a banger.
Oh yeah, it's so underrated, and I think everyone should play it at least once because it's better than A Link to the Past, but it's the best one.
Okay.
So it's Four Swords because it was actually one of the very first games that I've ever played of Legend of Zelda, and it's what actually got me into the franchise at first. And this was a few years back when the 3DS was out, and they gave it to us for free.
Okay.
So that's when I first started playing that.
That makes sense. What is your hype level of Tears of the Kingdom out of 10?
Not as high as everybody else. I'd give it a solid 8.
Okay.
Simply because I haven't played enough of the Zelda series to really get on the hype train.
Okay.
Because I was on the hype train super late. So, I'm really tired of them announcing a game and then saying nothing about it for 2 years, 3 years straight, like with Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay.
And some of that really pissed me off.
I see.
So actually, I'd lower it down to an 8.
An 8. Okay. An 8. Bold.
10 out of 10, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I've been a Zelda fan literally my entire life. My dad was a fan, so I'm ready. I'm just ready to play the next game.
That's fair. Would you like to go? What's your name?
Victor.
Okay, Victor. What is your hype level of Tears of the Kingdom out of 10?
I mean, considering how good that the first game was, I'd like to believe that it's a 10 out of 10 already off the bat. But to keep my expectations in check, I gotta say about an 8, 8.5.
Okay.
You know?
Seems like people are fairly hyped for this game, so I'm excited to dive into it. And this is a vlog, right? So you're gonna see my whole experience with this, but really, at the end here, it's going to turn into an unboxing. Okay, so switching us over to the unboxing setup here, we have 3 things to check out. We got this bad boy, we got this bad boy, and we have the baddest of them all, this baddie. Here it is. And we're opening it for the first time in 3, 2. Pretty cool. You guys want to see what the cartridge looks like? I'd assume so, right? Boom. The logo. Here's the cartridge. It's not trying to focus on it, but there it is. Epic. Then we got the amiibo. And I'm not a crazy person, so we're not unboxing this. But it's really, really cool. So you can see, it's just like that statue from PAX, which of course was like this amiibo. It's super, super cool. And then we have the main event. The reason everyone's here. The OLED. This is the full box in all of its glory. It's amazing, and I'm very, very excited. This is going to be my first Nintendo Switch OLED out there, which is pretty hype. So, just open this baddie. Alright, so we got a couple different things in here. Of course, we got the OLED Switch itself at the bottom, with some really cool things on the back of it, actually. Holy, this screen is really nice. I don't have an OLED, chat, so this is going to be the first OLED. That back is really cool. So that's that logo that we see in Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, let's put this aside for a second. We've got our 2 Joy-Con, and this was pretty exciting as well. We've got this baddie. Yeah. And we've got... A lot of people don't like that green one, which is interesting to me because I feel like it looks pretty cool. And then this one. And then the backs. It's pretty cool. Under that, we've got all the classic stuff, like the power cords and that kind of deal. But what you guys want to see, I know, because this is what I like to see, is this dock, which comes in a bit of protective casing. Boom. That is a really, really nice dock. You see. We'll flip it around to the back here. Just continues. And this is like matte underneath. It's actually really nice. So I don't know if that's similar to all the OLEDs, but I'd assume it is, but that is actually super nice. Wow. Exciting stuff, honestly. But I'm going to take you guys over to the other camera right quick. So as you can see, there's a ton of different stuff with this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. I'm super excited to dive further into this game, so I hope you guys join me for that. Remember to check out this video when I say goodbye to Breath of the Wild, because it's pretty much gone now that Tears of the Kingdom is here, and let's celebrate Tears of the Kingdom.